To my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I hope that you guys hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. So today we're going to be going over our July financial goals and net worth update. I'm pretty sure I just filmed one of these because I was late on my June one. So I apologize if this is a little bit quick to film another one, but I did want to get this up because I will have some really exciting net worth updates next month. Because if you guys are new here, we are in the process of buying a new home, and also we just sold in the very end of July. We just sold our current home. So I'm really excited to be filming an update for you guys on this for July. So let's go ahead and get started. So for July, we were working on our two goals that we've been working on for the last few months. As you can see here, we finished our emergency fund back in April. So that goal is 100% complete. And we are currently working on our house fund and our Roth IRA for 2022. So for the month of July, we were able to put $1,700 towards our house fund. That left us with a total in our house fund of $9,445 on a goal of $25,000, which means we have $15,555, that's a lot of fives, oh my goodness, dollars remaining to this goal, and that is at 38% completed. And then we also are working on our Roth IRA. So our current balance is $1,110. We were able to put about $400, $395 for this month. And we have a goal of $6,000, which is to max it out. And that leaves us with a remaining of $4,890, and that is at 19%. So if you guys are also have been following along, we have this other 529 goal of $2,000, but we have not been putting anything towards it. I'm not sure if we're going to continue with that goal or not, or if we're going to leave it to the end of the year and just kind of reevaluate at that point. We haven't quite decided what we're going to do with that. So we're going to just leave it for now. We have not been putting anything into it. So my kids actually all three have separate 529 accounts, and they do receive money from family members in that account. So they are actually getting added to, even though we are not putting anything into it right now. But I do hope that we will be able to eventually focus on this goal. It's just kind of not been a super big priority with like all the different things we have going on, like moving and buying and selling houses and stuff. So that has kind of hit the back burner for now, but we will definitely come back to that goal at some point. And I'm hoping maybe by the end of the year, we'll be able to throw a little bit of money into that. So that is currently at $100 that we've put towards that goal on a goal of $2,000, which leaves us with $1,900 remaining, and we are at 5%. So for a total of our goals for this year, we are currently at $25,484 towards our financial goals. We had a goal of $47,829, which is definitely a stretch goal for us for sure. And I'm really excited because we are pretty much on track for that. So we're not quite on track, but we have a remaining of $22,000, and that is at 53% of the way towards our total for our financial goals. We are, a little bit over halfway through the year at this point. So, we're pretty close to being on track, but we're probably a little bit lagging behind. But I'm hopeful that during the end of the year, the second half of the year, we will have more income. Hopefully, of course, everyone wants that, right? So I'm hoping that that'll be the case for us and that we will be able to meet those goals still. So moving down to our net worth. So this is updated as of July 31st. So I always freeze my information as of the last day of the month prior. So this is as of July 31st. So these are all the numbers that we had as of July 31st. So if you guys are new here, we don't actually currently own a home right now. So this is a little bit confusing, I guess, but this is just the best way that I had to put it. So we actually sold our home on the 29th of July, and we're not closing on our new home for a couple more weeks still, but I didn't want to remove it. I don't know. It just felt kind of weird to remove the home value. So I just put it in here like I did before. And then next month in the end of August, we will actually have our new mortgage and all of that. So this is just the way that mentally it made sense to me because I didn't want to have to pull it out and then put it back in and all that stuff. So I'm leaving our value in here at $275, and then our HSA. So we currently have $3,000 in there. We do have part of this invested. That was a question that I got in our last net worth update. We do have part of our HSA invested, and part of it is just in cash. We have about $3,000 right now. It had gone down last month because we do have some of it invested, and it kind of came back up. I'm hoping that this account will start to build now from now until the end of the year because I'm hoping we won't have any more medical, dental, vision expenses for this year. Fingers crossed. We already did meet our out-of-pocket for our medical, so I'm not anticipating we'll have like that many expenses, even if we do have some. So I'm hoping we'll be able to build this back up again because it's only at $3,000, and we started the year at like over $7,000, and then we had a baby, and if you've had a baby in the United States, you know that it's very expensive, so we definitely ate like all of that really, really quickly, and now we're just trying to build it back up. So then moving down here, we have our retirement and savings. So if you're new here, we do just combine all of our accounts into one line item here. So this is encompassing my husband and I's 401ks, my Roth IRA, and then all of our savings. So we do have one savings account which has all of our savings in it. So it has our emergency fund and all of our sinking funds and all of that, our house fund and everything. So this is like all of our liquid-ish, I should say. I guess it's not like super liquid because obviously retirement accounts you don't want to pull from, but I mean, I guess technically they're liquid. Anyways, this is like all of our liquid cash that we own. So it's just easier for me to just put it as one line item because we have so many different accounts and it would be very confusing to list them all out separately. And also it would take up a lot of time trying to explain what all the different accounts are. Anyways, so retirement and savings, long story short, we are at 181,400. So the market did come back up quite significantly in the end of July. So that was definitely a huge part of that, as well as the money that we did put into savings and things like that. But for the most part, that was obviously the help of the market coming back up, which was awesome. And speaking on that point, we also had our brokerage come back up. So I have not put any money into our brokerage and I did not get any referrals. So I do have our brokerage at M1 Finance. I always have a link down below if you guys are curious. We love M1. I use it for my Roth and my brokerage account, both. So I've loved it. It's really easy to use. It's like the app is really super awesome. I absolutely love it. It's definitely my favorite of all the apps. We use Vanguard and Fidelity for other investment accounts that we have through like our employers. And I feel like their interfaces on their apps are just like really lacking personally. So I really like M1 for like our smaller accounts. So check that out if you're interested. But anyways, we have not actually put any money into our brokerage, I don't think, really this year, maybe like a few dollars here and there, but otherwise we've pretty much just been leaving it sit. And so we were at $14.50. So if you look at last month, we were at $13.85. So it definitely jumped up because of the market, which was really exciting. So we were at $14.50 for our brokerage, and then kind of on the same line as the home value, we have our car value at $17,000. Our car is actually worth more than this because of like the current situation with used cars and stuff, but I would prefer just to leave it as like a low estimate, and then I just don't like to update it too often because I'm lazy and I don't want to go look up the Kelley Blue Book of it every single month. So that's just kind of what it is for now. I will probably update it again in January and then just leave it again. I always like to just do more conservative estimates. Like our home value was definitely on the more conservative end. We actually sold it for quite a bit more than this. So I will be talking more in detail about the sale of our house and also the process of buying a house. I have a Q&A video planned for the end of this month. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I would be happy to answer them. But we did end up selling it for a decent amount more than $275. So I guess I could update that, but it just kind of feels like a moot point at this point because next month it'll kind of all wash out how it needs to. So next month, I'm hoping we'll have a pretty big increase in our net worth, which will be really exciting. So all of those total up to $477,850. That is our current asset amount. So it is up significantly. As you can see, April, May, and June, it pretty much stayed the same. So I was super happy for such a huge increase this month. That was like a win that I needed, and it was really good to see those numbers start to come back up. I know the market is probably going to be up and down for a while yet, but it was still nice to see those coming back up. Moving down, our only liability is our mortgage. We are debt-free, consumer debt-free. We paid off our student loans in 2021, and we have no other debt. So our only liability is our mortgage. So our mortgage as of the 31st is actually zero, technically, because we don't own the house anymore, but we ended up paying it off at $206,000. So that was what our mortgage was at, and then obviously now it is basically nothing. So that's really exciting, but we will have a new mortgage next month, so stay tuned for that video. So let's let's go ahead and go down to our net worth by month and then our goal tracking. So here is our net worth by month. As you can see, we actually had a really great increase this month. So that was really awesome to see, like I said. So we were at $271,850 as our net worth as of now. And that was a $12,000 increase. One thing that's been really amazing about having so much money invested is that when the market goes up, our assets go up significantly because of the amount of money we have invested versus, 10 years ago when we were kind of just starting out. So it's really fun to just see these things happen. And then like when they have these huge swings, like our net worth goes up by, $10,000 in a month. And it's just absolutely crazy. It still blows my mind that this is like real and it's not like play money. I don't know. It's like hard to explain. Like it's so bizarre that this is like really the way that it works. But anyway, so we are so close to a $275,000 net worth, which is awesome. I'm really looking forward to hitting this $300,000 net worth milestone. Fingers crossed we will still hit that this year. We should. I'm kind of projecting our net worth might go up enough to get us there next month, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for that update. But that is all I have for this month. I hope that you guys are tracking your net worth. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you track your net worth? Do you track it like this? I am really working on trying to get this spreadsheet in a way that I can give it to you guys. I'm not like the best at doing things like that. So if you have any tips on how I can like mass put this out there, I don't know if I can do it through Google Sheets. I've been meaning to look into that, and I'm really sorry that I haven't yet, but I've been so busy with moving. So I promise I am going to be looking into that soon to try and give this to you guys for free. Like I said, you guys could totally recreate this in Google Sheets or Excel. It's really not a super complicated template, but I would love to give it to you guys if you want it. So yes, I will. I promise I'll be looking into that when things kind of calm down a little bit. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in my video on Friday. Bye, guys.